5 signs your senior health is at stake. Hidden threats no one told you about. Have you ever felt unsure about whether those minor aches and pains are just part of getting older, or if they might be signs your health is at greater risk than you realize? If that question resonates with you, you're certainly not alone. Many seniors brush aside small warning signals, like shortness of breath or lingering fatigue, believing these are just normal parts of aging. In reality, some hidden threats can sneak up on you, chipping away at your well-being and independence. Today, we're going to reveal 5 specific signs that could indicate your senior health is at stake. Don't worry, we're not here to overwhelm you with technical jargon or fearful predictions. Instead, you'll learn to spot potential problems early and, just as importantly, how to address them through simple, achievable steps. Each of these 5 signs ties to real-life stories that may mirror your own experiences or those of a friend or loved one. By the end of our conversation, you'll have actionable knowledge to help keep you active, safe, and feeling empowered in your golden years. Let me ask you another question. Have you ever found yourself saying, "I'm fine, it's just my age," while silently wondering if something more serious is going on? Often, seniors hesitate to voice these doubts. Perhaps you don't want to burden your family, or you assume that the doctor will dismiss your concerns as ordinary. But small issues can balloon into major complications if left unchecked. That's why each of these 5 signs matters. Whether they involve your heart, your emotional well-being, your nutrition, your finances, or your home environment, taking them seriously can make all the difference in preserving your quality of life. As we go through each sign, I invite you to share your thoughts below. For example, if our second sign resonates with you, drop a 2 in the comments. That way we can create a community conversation, supporting each other as we learn and grow. And if you find these insights helpful, please remember to like this video or subscribe to stay updated on more Senior Sophist content. Your input truly helps us create material that speaks to your needs. Now, let's get started by examining the first hidden threat, one that often goes overlooked but can carry serious consequences if ignored. Sign 1. Subtle warning signs of cardiovascular issues. Have you ever felt slightly out of breath just walking to the mailbox, or notice your heart flutter a bit more than usual when you're simply watching TV? While occasional breathlessness might be normal, especially after climbing stairs or engaging in moderate physical activity, consistent shortness of breath or palpitations can be a red flag for underlying heart problems. In your younger years, you may have shrugged off such sensations, but as we age, our cardiovascular system becomes more vulnerable. Take Charles, for instance, a 72-year-old retired teacher who always considered himself relatively healthy. He had mild high blood pressure, nothing too serious in his mind. Over time, though, he noticed he'd get winded just walking up the short slope to his front door. "I figured I was just slowing down with age," Charles later recalled. But one day, after feeling dizzy and nearly fainting at a family picnic, he decided to see his doctor. Tests revealed that Charles had significant arterial blockage and needed a stent to improve blood flow. "If I'd waited any longer," he said, "it could have led to a massive heart attack." Many seniors assume that fatigue or breathlessness is just part of getting old. That may be partly true, but it can also mask serious heart conditions like congestive heart failure, arrhythmias, or coronary artery disease. Some individuals ignore subtle symptoms like mild chest tightness until it becomes a full-blown emergency. Early intervention can be life-saving in cases involving the heart. So what should you look for? Pay attention to any sustained changes in your energy level. If climbing a single flight of stairs used to be easy but now leaves you panting for air, it's worth discussing with a healthcare professional. Notice if you're experiencing swelling in your ankles or legs, which can sometimes signal poor circulation or fluid retention. Also, keep an eye on persistent dizziness or lightheadedness when you stand up. This could be a sign of fluctuating blood pressure. Here's how you can stay safe. First, don't self-diagnose. If you have consistent or worsening symptoms, consult your doctor right away. They might recommend tests like an EKG, stress test, or ultrasound to check your heart's overall performance. Second, If you prescribe medication for hypertension or any other heart condition, adhere to the schedule closely. Skipping doses or taking half a pill to see if it still works can lead to serious consequences. Third, keep track of your blood pressure and weight at home. Sudden weight gain can indicate fluid retention, a common issue in congestive heart failure. Finally, maintain a balanced diet and stay active as much as possible. Light exercise, like daily walks, can strengthen your cardiovascular system, boost energy levels, and help regulate blood pressure. The key is consistency. Start slow and consult a healthcare provider to design an activity plan suited to your abilities. Comment if you've ever felt concerned about unexplained breathlessness or heart palpitations. It might be more than just a natural slowdown. Moving on to our next point, we'll talk about something less physically obvious but equally important: your emotional well-being. Sign 2. Emotional well-being and stress levels taking a toll. Are you aware that feeling persistently low or unusually anxious might signal deeper issues than just having an off day? Emotional health is often overlooked among seniors, partly because many older adults grew up in an era where mental health concerns were rarely discussed openly. Yet chronic stress, sadness, or anxiety can have a profound impact on your overall health. In some cases, stress can even intensify existing physical conditions like high blood pressure, diabetes, or chronic pain. Meet Eileen, a 78-year-old grandmother who had always been the rock of her family. When her husband passed away, she managed to put on a brave face, juggling the household finances and looking after her grandchildren whenever needed. Over time, though, Eileen started experiencing insomnia and occasional panic attacks. "I didn't tell anyone," she confessed. "I thought they'd see me as weak or a burden." Her blood pressure began to spike and she felt constantly on edge. Eventually, a close friend encouraged her to speak with a counselor. Through therapy, Eileen learned coping strategies and relaxation techniques that drastically improved her emotional well-being, and as a result, her blood pressure stabilized too. Emotional health and physical health are deeply intertwined. Chronic stress can trigger hormonal imbalances, leading to inflammation and weakening your immune response. Prolonged anxiety can exacerbate heart conditions or breathing difficulties. Depression can sap your energy to the point that you lose interest in activities that once brought you joy, further isolating you socially. And when seniors isolate themselves, they're less likely to catch subtle health issues before they become severe. So, how can you safeguard your emotional well-being? First, acknowledge your feelings. It's okay to be upset, lonely, or worried sometimes, especially in response to life changes like retirement or losing a loved one. But if these feelings persist for weeks or months, consider talking to a professional. Second, stay socially engaged. Regular phone calls or video chats with friends and family can help you feel connected. Community centers, churches, or local senior groups often have activities that can introduce you to new friendships and provide a sense of belonging. Third, explore relaxation techniques such as deep breathing, gentle yoga, or mindfulness. These can significantly reduce stress hormones and help you maintain emotional balance. Also, if you take medication for mood disorders, be sure to communicate with your doctor about any side effects or new symptoms. Sometimes, a dosage adjustment can make a world of difference. Remember, you don't have to handle emotional challenges alone. There's no shame in seeking professional help or talking to close friends and relatives. If you've ever noticed changes in your mood, anxiety, or stress levels, share too below. You'd be surprised at how many seniors experience emotional ups and downs, yet keep it to themselves. Up next, we'll look at a more concrete but equally hidden threat: nutritional gaps that can undermine your health over time. Sign 3. Nutritional gaps undermining your energy and immunity. Think about your daily meals. Are you really getting the right balance of nutrients to keep you feeling strong and resilient? Many seniors lose their appetite or find cooking for one person tedious, which can lead to skipping essential vitamins, minerals, and protein. Over time, this lack of nutrition can lower your energy levels, compromise your immune system, and even accelerate muscle loss. Linda, a 70-year-old widow, never felt like making elaborate meals once her children were grown and her husband had passed. She'd often rely on canned soup or plain toast, telling herself, "I'm not that hungry anyway." Gradually, Linda noticed she was catching colds more often and her skin looked dull. She also felt more fatigued, waking up tired even after a full night's sleep. A routine checkup revealed that Linda was anemic and severely low in vitamin D. Once she worked with a dietitian to improve her nutrition, Linda reported feeling more energetic and experienced fewer illnesses. "I didn't realize how important balanced meals were," she admitted. "It made an enormous difference in just a few weeks." Proper nutrition is vital for several reasons. Calcium and vitamin D are critical for bone density, especially to ward off osteoporosis. Protein supports muscle health and helps your body recover from injuries or illnesses more quickly. Vitamins C and E, along with other antioxidants, help fight off harmful free radicals that can damage cells. Low levels of certain nutrients like B12 can cause memory problems or contribute to nerve issues, impacting your balance and coordination. If you're unsure about your nutrition, consider these steps. First, make an appointment with a nutritionist or ask your doctor for a blood test to check vitamin and mineral levels. Second, keep your kitchen stocked with healthy, easy-to-prepare foods like frozen vegetables, pre-washed salad greens, whole grains, and lean proteins, chicken, fish, or beans. If you live alone, preparing meals in bulk and freezing portions can reduce the temptation to reach for unbalanced quick fixes. Third, consider supplements if recommended by your healthcare provider. Be cautious about self-prescribing. Some vitamins can interfere with medications or cause complications if taken in high doses. Another tip is to be mindful of hydration. Seniors often have a diminished sense of thirst, leading to dehydration that can cause confusion, dizziness, and kidney problems. Keep a glass of water or a refillable bottle within arm's reach throughout the day. If you struggle with the taste of plain water, try infused water with slices of fruit or cucumber. Let us know if you've ever felt consistently low on energy or suspect your diet might be lacking. Comment 3 if that sounds familiar. Next, we'll examine a different type of hidden threat, one that can significantly impact your ability to maintain good health and independence. Sign 4. Financial strain that compromises your well-being. Have you ever worried about whether your savings or pension might run out, or felt uncertain about how to afford medical bills, especially if an unexpected emergency hits? Financial stress isn't just about dollars and cents. It can directly affect your health. When seniors feel pressed by financial concerns, they may skimp on important items like medications, healthy food, or necessary home modification. This, in turn, leaves them more vulnerable to illness or injuries. Let's look at the experience of Robert, a retired postal worker who prided himself on saving diligently throughout his career. After a costly hospital visit and an extended recovery period, Robert was left with medical bills that exceeded his insurance coverage. Suddenly faced with debt he never anticipated, he began cutting corners, skipping follow-up appointments and postponing repairs to his home. "I didn't want to ask my children for money," Robert admitted, "so I tried to handle it alone." Over time, the stress took its toll. Robert developed chronic insomnia and found himself battling frequent headaches and elevated blood pressure. Financial strain can also trigger mental health issues like depression or anxiety, especially if you feel isolated in your struggles. Seniors who face mounting bills might opt out of critical treatments or diagnostic tests. Even something as basic as a gym membership, which could help maintain mobility, might be deemed unaffordable, further impacting one's health. If you sense financial stress lurking in your life, there are ways to handle it more proactively. First, review your health insurance or Medicare plans. Check what they cover, especially concerning prescription drugs, specialized therapies, or long-term care. If you find gaps, investigate supplemental insurance options or discount programs that could help. Second, consider speaking with a financial advisor who specializes in retirement planning. Especially, it's never too late to optimize your saving strategy or reduce unnecessary expenses. Many senior centers also offer free or low-cost financial workshops. Additionally, don't hesitate to discuss your situation with close family members if appropriate. While it can feel uncomfortable, having a support system can reduce the burden on you alone. They may offer practical solutions like sharing bulk grocery shopping or help with minor home repairs to save you from large bills down the line. Comment 4. If you've ever felt the pinch of financial concerns affecting your ability to prioritize your health, you're far from alone, and there are resources out there designed to help seniors navigate these challenges. Now let's move on to our final hidden threat. Something that might be lurking within the comfort of your own home. Assign 5 hidden home hazards and fall risks. Isn't it ironic that the place where we feel safest, our own home, can sometimes present the biggest threats to our health as we age? From slippery bathroom floors to loose rugs or poor lighting, minor oversights in your living space can result in serious falls or injuries. Consider Helen, an 81-year-old living in the same home she'd owned for decades. She knew every corner and creaky floorboard, but one rainy evening, she slipped on a small patch of water near the kitchen sink, fracturing her hip. "I just never thought it could happen so fast," she lamented. Recovery was slow, involving surgery and physical therapy. Worse yet, her mobility never fully returned to what it was before, forcing her to use a walker. "If I'd been more cautious about safety measures, I might have avoided a long road to recovery," Helen noted. Falls are one of the most common reasons older adults lose their independence. A bad fall can lead to hospitalization, lasting physical limitations, and even fear of moving around freely again. Sometimes, seniors who experience a fall withdraw socially, worried about repeating the ordeal. This isolation can then lead to mental health challenges, compounding the physical setback. The good news is that you can greatly reduce the risk of home injuries by making a few strategic changes. Start with a home safety audit. Check for tripping hazards like loose carpets or cluttered walkways. Install grab bars in the bathroom and place non-slip mats in tubs and showers. Make sure stairways have secure handrails on both sides and that lighting is bright and consistent throughout your home. Consider motion sensor nightlights for hallways if you often get up during the night. If mobility is becoming an issue, think about reorganizing your living space so that frequently used items are within easy reach, reducing the need to climb or reach high shelves. Another tip is to maintain regular exercise that focuses on balance and strength. Even gentle chair exercises or Tai Chi classes at your local community center can enhance your stability. Talk to your doctor about your fall risk, especially if you're on multiple medications that might cause dizziness or low blood pressure. If you've ever had a close call or an actual fall, comment 5 below. Sometimes simply sharing these stories can encourage others to take proactive steps. Next, we'll tie everything together and provide some final tips to keep your senior health in top shape. Practical tips for safeguarding your senior health and final thoughts. We've covered 5 signs that might indicate your senior health is at stake: subtle cardiovascular warnings, emotional and stress challenges, nutritional gaps that sap your energy, financial strain that compromises your ability to stay healthy, and hidden home hazards that increase your risk of falls. Each one may seem manageable on its own, but when combined, they can significantly affect your independence and overall well-being. The crucial point is awareness. By recognizing these signs early and addressing them head-on, you can drastically reduce the likelihood of serious health incidents. Here are 3 key tips to help you move forward. Be proactive in seeking medical guidance. Don't wait for a crisis to see your doctor. Regular checkups can catch high blood pressure, heart irregularities, or nutritional deficiencies before they spiral into big problems. If something feels off, like persistent fatigue, unexplained weight changes, or mood swings, bring it up at your appointment. No concern is too small when it comes to your health. Foster strong social and emotional connections. Loneliness can exacerbate or even trigger health issues. Whether it's sharing a meal with a neighbor or joining a local senior club, nurturing relationships boosts your emotional resilience. Feeling supported can encourage you to stay vigilant about your well-being. If you're experiencing prolonged sadness or anxiety, consult a mental health professional or share your concerns with family. Sometimes just talking about what's weighing on your mind can offer relief. Make your environment work for you. Your home should support, not endanger your health. Invest in simple modifications, like better lighting or secure handrails to prevent falls. Organize your space so essentials are easily accessible. If finances are a barrier, look into community resources or charitable organizations that help seniors with home safety upgrades. And remember, taking care of your environment is an investment in your continued independence and freedom. Beyond these tips, it's also wise to keep an open dialogue with loved ones about both your health and financial situation. Clarity can pave the way for better decision-making, whether it's arranging a home safety inspection or checking if your insurance aligns with your current needs. Reflect and share your experience. Now, I'd like to hear from you. Which sign resonated the most with your personal experience? Did you relate to the cardiovascular concerns Charles faced, or Eileen's struggles with stress and anxiety? Perhaps Linda's nutritional gaps were a wake-up call, or Robert's financial worries rang a bell, or maybe Helen's fall at home hit close to home for you. Leave a comment below with 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, depending on which story spoke to you, and feel free to explain why. Do you have any additional advice for fellow seniors trying to keep their health on track? Please share that in the comments too. You never know who might benefit from your suggestions or personal insights. If you found these points valuable, consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more content focused on improving your quality of life in your golden years. Share it with a friend or family member who might also find these insights useful. Building a supportive community allows us all to navigate the challenges of aging more confidently. Thank you for joining me today, and remember, while growing older does come with its fair share of health considerations, many of these issues can be managed or even prevented with the right knowledge and timely action. Your well-being is worth the effort, and you deserve to enjoy each day with as much comfort and security as possible. Stay proactive, stay connected, and keep striving for the best version of your senior life possible. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.